Hello,
guys.
welcome
How's everybody
everybody to
doing? I'm hoping that you all have your wine. Paulette and I have an extremely special guest tonight that we are so excited about. Check out that custom glass.
Yes, I want to give a big shout out to our girlfriend Mickey, who actually we got to saw in the flesh this weekend.
In the
And,
flesh.
she made us these custom wine glasses that
Yeah.
have Paulette and Becs wine lives on them. Isn't that awesome?
And you guys, she was so thoughtful. Paulette has black because she only drinks the white wine so that we can see it, and mine is written in white. I do not have it with me because I am not currently at home. I sent it home, and mine is in white writing, and they are seriously amazing. Like super nice glasses, just like the most thoughtful gift ever.
I know, right?
Yes, so good. So Paulette and I, you guys got to see us. We were actually together last week, or just on the weekend. We haven't seen each other for a little while, and we had an absolute blast at the winery. Like, I mean, the whole event was great, but the winery.
The winery was
awesome. Yes. So we are super excited because we are still feeling super just empowered from this last weekend, and we have this amazing guest that is going to be coming out with us tonight. And so this guy, he started his journey. He was 19 years old. He came into the online world, like entrepreneurship, and sort of just dove in. He had some things happen in his life that kind of rerouted how he thought life was going to go, and dove right in. And he is now a very powerful videographer. He does so many things online. He's just an inspiration to all of us. He's this incredibly outgoing person, and we are just so excited to have Dakota Mclearn on with us tonight. And we're gonna bring him out.
We sure are. Just hang on.
He's gonna drink some wine with us.
Am I live? Hey everybody, what's up? I'm so excited.
How are you tonight? You had a busy day. Dakota just made it in the nick of time to join us today.
That's right. I was out today at Tulum, beautiful Tulum, Mexico, which is it's breathtaking out there, and there's just beautiful, so many things to shoot, so many things to do, and I knew that tonight we had a very special night planned, and I was really excited for it. Now I think I messaged you like a week and a half ago or something, Rebecca. I'm like, oh, I can't wait. When are we gonna do it? Yeah. I just love this concept of having your wine, hanging out. We're gonna talk some stories. We're gonna talk some value tonight, guys, and just casually hang out. And I love the concept ever since I heard it. So I want to thank both of you guys for having me out here tonight and inviting me to enjoy a cup of wine with you guys. Oh, you guys hear that? Someone's calling me. I just
it just never stops for him. He's such a busy guy. Like, it's just like go for you. Like, yeah. We're so we feel honored that you made the time to join us tonight. Like, just so excited. Dakota and I actually chatted about this in April. I think when it was sort of just a concept that Paulette and I were just kind of talking about. I think we had only done one live.
Yes.
Like, I don't even know if we had.
And wine. You had me at wine. And I was like, yes, let's do this. Oh my goodness.
This is 100%. How it's meant for guests to come on.
And if I may, tonight I've brought out a bottle of Las Modas. Think of Las Modas, which is a wine from Argentina. And we're not getting too fancy tonight, but we are also not keeping it basic. And what we have tonight is a 2017 wine from Argentina from Las Modas. And as you can see, I have waited to pop this until we started. So since we've officially begun,
love it.
There it is, right on. And that marks the beginning of this week's wine. And so the name again that you guys have for this amazing meeting. What do you guys again call it? What is it, sorry?
Paulette and Becs wine.
My God. That's beautiful. Well, guys, cheers.
Cheers, guys. Cheers. Thank you for joining us, Dakota. We are so appreciative.
Cheers. And what kind of wine do you ladies have tonight?
Well, tonight I'm drinking a Pinot Grigio, and it's called Screw It.
Wow. Love the name.
I don't even know where it's from. Obviously, I didn't do my homework. Indian-owned company. Oh, it's from Vancouver.
Oh, nice.
Local.
Called Screw It.
Love the name. Beautiful. Yeah. Great selection, Paulette.
That's why Let's be honest.
I am doing a red wine. It is called it's a Merlot Cabernet from 2016 called Prospect from Prospect Winery in the Okanagan.
Beautiful, beautiful. Both the ladies bringing national wines to the table tonight, and I love it. I'm bringing the international flavor of Argentina, and I think we have a good combination.
Yeah. So you said you're in Mexico right now. Is that right?
I'm in Mexico, correct. Yeah, we've been in Mexico until December 1st. Here for basically the 3 months to kind of hang out, shoot some amazing content, and work on what is going to be my next big project, which is creating some type of video course and training for everyone to be able to go through and dive into. Sorry, I just seen this pop up. Kent, what up, bro? Yes, what up, Kent?
He's upstairs.
Also, I hope you have your wine as well. My goodness. Yeah.
Yes. I just saw that Mickey popped on, and Mickey, before you hopped on, we shouted you out already for these beautiful wine glasses that you made for us.
My goodness.
Thanks again. We love you.
They're beautiful. And if you're taking orders, I would love to put one in. I would love a custom wine glass. That'd be amazing.
Oh, we have more.
We actually have some custom ones done up.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I mean, as things grow here, ladies, as your show, continues to go on, it would be great as your guests, could get a custom wine glass.
Oh,
absolutely. We just actually had so Mickey gifted us our very first glasses on the weekend, and Paulette actually had brought some with us as well. Now they're totally different. Mickey's are super unique. Ours have the stem and either gold or what color was your?
Mine were like
burgundy
color.
Yeah. Burgundy wine color. So we literally just got our glasses this weekend. So we gave it away, and actually Jane got a glass this weekend. And
wow. So I got to get in the club. What do I got to do to get in this club? And
you just got to send us your address.
Okay.
Perfect. But you never stay in one spot very long. So.
Yeah, I'll send it to you just in case. Yeah. It's awesome. So, I love it, and I think it'd be cool. We can kind of chat back and forth. And for me, this format's so different, and it's totally my style. But I would love to be able to share a little bit of my story and kind of how things have started and how someone, at the age now I'm at 25, but like Rebecca said at the beginning, it started at 19, and it's been an adventure. And it's the last 6 years have been more unbelievable, and there's been more things happen in my life than I ever thought possible. It's just amazing how quick things can happen, especially within this community, especially being around these types of people. The stories that you hear are just incredible, and I'm really grateful to be here tonight sharing mine with you guys. So to start right from the very beginning, started at 19 years old with a bottle of wine, and here I am. Okay, well, I made the wine part up, but we'll just, for the sake of this call, I think it fits, right?
We could say it's your birthday too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. That's another one I'd have to share after this.
I heard that, and I love it, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys stick around long enough, you might get to hear the surprise birthday that never existed party in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But we'll get there. So this story starts in Edmonton. I'm Canadian, proud of it, and I love it. Originally from Edmonton, Alberta. And as many of you know, and I'm sure a lot of the people that are on this right now and a lot of people that know the both of you know very well the oil industry and how big it is out there in Alberta, and the best thing to do out of school is to get into the trades. And that's exactly what I was looking at. And I did my first year of just full-time work. I was a construction worker, thinking about what trade I'm going to get into, what I'm going to do. Do I want to be an electrician? Do I want to be a plumber? The fire sprinkler system, those guys look like they got it good. And so I ended up being a fire stopper, which is a guy who runs around with caulking, like a gun with full of caulk. And I would run around and I would caulk these holes all day. Caulk a hole, and I'd go to the next one. I'd caulk this hole, and I'm playing with caulk all day. It's just very, as a 19-year-old male, like all day. But, yeah, cheers to that, guys. Yes, cheers. No more caulk all day, but. So I feel like this fits this format. That's why I'm so excited to be able to drink wine. I feel like we can go off,
that's the cool thing is that's what this is about, is just getting to be us, have some fun. And it's not about impressing anybody, right? We just get to be us, and that's what's so cool.
Yeah, by no means, watch this if you're looking to be impressed, because especially the stuff I'm about to get into, it's, So I have the most iconic picture I have of me and my job was I took this caulking that I'd worked with all day, was worth a lot of money. And I didn't really have, an appreciation for it until the one day I seen my company was billing me out and they were charging the airport. I'm working at the airport. They were charging the airport like $100 an hour for what I was doing. I seen it was like a fire stopper, $100 an hour is what they're paying. And I'm getting paid like $20 an hour. And I was pissed. I'm like, Jesus, man. I'm like, they're getting $80 an hour for what I'm doing. And I'm getting 20 and I'm doing all the work. I get it. They got the company. They're providing all the, I get it. But I was pissed. So I went and I cut these caulkings and I molded a dick, like a big caulk made out of caulking. And so I put it on the table, and there's a video I have, a very iconic video. It's called Anything But Ordinary, The Life of an Entrepreneur. And it's this video about entrepreneurs doing what they love in life, achieving the things that they want to achieve. And I show a clip of this picture in that video, and it's like me, like this, like next to this caulk. And it was literally a $3,000 caulk. This caulking was worth a lot of money, So here I am, because I felt kind of pissed about what I seen that day. And that was just one of the moments I think that I had in my construction career, which was very short-lived. It was just one of those moments of being like, oh my God, like, can I do this for 40 years? And even if I only had to do it for 40 years, that seems lucky, because it seems like a lot of people are also not even reaching their retirement or not even getting their full plans. And fuck, I had a panic attack. I'm like, Jesus, man, this sounds extreme. And everyone's so chill about it. Like, this is just what you do. And thank God, and everything happens for a reason. I had a really good friend named Cameron George, and he also worked construction. He was an electrician, a third-year electrician. And he had his house, had his car. He's living the Alberta life at this point. He's early 20s, like 22 or 21 at the time. Got a house, 30 electrician. This guy's killing it. This is exactly what you want to achieve. And I go over to his house. He'd have amazing house parties all the time, like crazy house parties. And we'd go over there, and I went over there one weekend, and it wasn't a house party, but it was like everyone was just pumped because we're going to be rich. I'm like, well, I don't even know what's going on. I'm like, why? For what? Like, what's happening? Like, we win the lottery? What's going on? He's like, no, bro, I figured it out. I figured out how to make money online, and it's going to be amazing. I'm like, fuck, I'm in, bro. Like, let's do this. How do we do it? He's like, first step, create your bio, create a Twitter. And I had no fucking idea what I'm even doing. And I like, why am I writing a bio? Like, what is this stuff? And sure enough, like, he dove full into it. Cameron ended up going like $60,000 to $80,000 in debt, selling his house, selling his car. Everyone who was pumped at the beginning is now thinking this guy's crazy because he's investing into his internet business. And at the time, no one's ever heard of this. It's not 2018, and now it's more normal to see people traveling the world, being an Instagram influencer, making money online, selling this product. At the time, it was like, bro, you're getting scammed. Like, you're clearly getting scammed. And it was truly only myself and one other friend that were like, dude, what you're doing is amazing. Keep doing it. I believe in it. I know what you're doing is great. I'm down for the ride. Let's do this. And like, our close friends of 20, like amazing best friends, like each one of them just disappeared. And overnight was like, oh, this guy's scammed, talking behind his back. And it makes sense, right? When you see that, and it happens to a lot of people in this industry, especially before anyone makes money, because people look at it and they go, if it were that easy, if I could just make money online, why would I be doing what I'm doing? It's definitely not that easy, because if it was, it's telling me, it's showing, it's proof that everything I'm doing right now is not even, it's not true, or it's not the way it is, or it's not the way I think it is, and I'm technically wrong. And that's why people get so defensive. And that's why it makes sense when I look back now. I'm like, well, I don't blame them, but who's going to, go over to Cam's house and ready for a party now, like, we're looking to get rich. And then 2 months later, the guy's spending, money online. And nowadays it's not like that. But at the time, to get involved in internet marketing, the guy spent, $80,000, $60,000 at the beginning. He ended up going hundreds of thousands of dollars invested into his education. And now this is the kind of stuff that we're able at this point to be able to get for, just joining the community or joining GAZ. We're able to get, years of knowledge and hundreds of thousands of dollars of education that is now put through within these leaders and putting out their information. But long story short, just us two. And I'm like, bro, do it. And he ended up doing it. He ended up traveling, starting to do his thing, creating an income. And that's when I was like, all right, let's do it. I'm joining. And I ended up starting my first online business, 19 years old, knowing nothing about internet marketing. A lot of people look at it as a young person making money online and they go, oh, it's because he's young, he gets computers. Like, it has nothing to do with that, really, at the end of the day. It's not programming. We're not writing code. We're not doing crazy technological things. It's really just an understanding of really traffic and conversions is the two things it comes down to. How can I get people to watch something or show up to see my product? And how can I convert them to buy it? And at understanding that at 19 years old, I was very fortunate to be able to understand just that one piece and start marketing on Facebook, a simple product that was only sold for $25. And I was able to generate 6 figures online at 19 years old, which obviously at that point, you know, it was a lot of money for me at that age. And it was more than I ever expected.
That's amazing. That's amazing at 19 years old to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm. It is, right? That's the day and age we live in.
And to like break through, because that was such an unheard of thing, to like still push forward with everyone else, like your friends walking away, like majority, like I would say like probably 95, if not more people, if that happened to them, they would just stop what they're doing and go back with their friends.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
And
Of Dakota?
what's that?
Was your family supportive?
My family was, they've always been very supportive. And in the first video I made, I had a video go viral at the very beginning. And it was a story about me encountering, and this actually goes along with the story, and that's a great question. One thing that brought me to the next level of income is when I told my real story. And the reason I really got involved with internet marketing happened in one night. And yes, I seen Cam and I seen everything he was doing. I was like, yes, I want to do this. But I was supportive. And I knew what he was doing was correct, but I didn't think I could do that. I was like, this isn't for me. He's smart. This guy's got it. He's sharp. This is for him, and I'll support you. Whereas everyone else is going, he can't do it. I'll support you. But the night that I actually shifted from mentality that I got to do this is when I went into my house where my mom was living. And in the garage was my top hero, my stepfather. And I caught him, he was doing drugs. He was just to be full out honest. We're having wine, we're hanging out. He was smoking crack. And that was like my role model. That was my man. That's who I wanted to be in life. And once I seen that, and Cam he was there in the city at that time. And I talked to him, bro. I was like, holy shit, this is what just happened. This is what I seen. And he goes, bro, let's go to this event. It's a self-development event. Let's get that out of your head. Forget about that. I'm rocked. I'm like, Jesus. And that was the moment where I realized, I'm like, if he was everything that I wanted to do in life, he had everything, but yet he's going to this as a way to escape. I just immediately, that was enough for me to start questioning my future. You know what I mean? And questioning what I wanted to do next. So that's really where it started. And so my family was always supportive. And when that video came out, obviously there was some controversy. I'm saying very personal things about our whole family, right? But at the same time, it was just the truth, and it's what pushed me to do what I wanted to do. And just from me sharing that story, it motivated a lot of people and it inspired a lot of people. And really, like, look, when we're on this call right now, I wouldn't even have gone there. I wouldn't even have talked with that, because for me, that's not part of the story. But when we really break it down to what happened in my life to get to where I am, that was definitely a significant moment. And that video came out, results, you know, started to generate income. There was a little bit of tension, but they were always supportive, and it's always been hard for them to understand truly what I'm doing. You know, back when I was still an affiliate marketer, I was still generating sales online. What does that mean? You know, and even someone watching this right now who isn't maybe even involved in the same business we are, they could be like, selling what, doing what? Like, I don't get it. What are you really doing day to day? And it all makes sense once you get involved, once you really start taking action and moving this industry. It's just like, oh my God, it isn't so crazy. You know what I mean? It isn't so technologically scary. It really is simple. You know, we could sit here, all three of us on a call for 3 days talking about how to ride a bike, but it doesn't make sense until we grab the bike and ride it. And I feel like with this industry, it's very similar. Once you get into it, you understand it. So with my family, it's always kind of been that perspective. We believe you. We believe in you. We know you're going to do great things in life. We just don't know what it is that you're doing. You're curious about it. But now that I do video, they fully understand it. They love it, and they're watching everything, you know. But back to me when I was just full-time affiliate marketing, it was a little bit different. And I love, they've provided me with the most amazing life ever. And I have the most loving and amazing parents, and I love them for it. It wasn't even per se their fault, and it's no one's fault that, you know, I was going into construction. It's just a lack of, I think, of knowledge of the decisions we're able to make, you know. And forever now, for example, Rebecca, with your children, as you guys continue to grow a family, you know, the options now available to them growing up are going to be very different from us growing up.
Absolutely. It's wild. And even the school system is changing. Everything's changing, because what I actually learned this last weekend is, like, majority of us are brought up with an employee mindset of working for someone rather than working for self. And it's amazing, like, now that things are starting to shift, and there's schools out there now that are harnessing what children are really, really good at, and they can focus on those things. Maybe they will be an employee, but maybe they won't, because there's so many opportunities there now that they can go after what they want, create something on their own. And we have this incredible thing called the internet now, and who knows what there's going to be around when my son is old enough to actually start working. Who knows what will be that he's going to harness, right? Like, it's just going to be incredible because of these things that have started just online.
Right. Like, chances are by the time your son grows up and is old enough to get a job, like, will you even be able to get a job at a supermarket bagging groceries and being I forget what you call, like, a till, you know, like, work at a till? Like, I think at that point that might even be fully outsourced and done. You know, like, look at what's happened to taxis and what's soon going to happen to Ubers is self-driving cars. And I think very quickly we're moving that direction, and the options available to your son are going to be much different, you know, than we had growing up, for sure.
I mean, they've been automation, like, everyone gets so angry and frustrated with automation because you go to the grocery store and there's self-checkouts.
Mm-hmm.
And people think automatically that's taking somebody's job away. But really, if you look at it in another way, is the internet that we have has so many jobs out there that we can create on our own. It's actually could be pushing this person to a better life, because they are probably going to make more than minimum wage online.
Yes. And the cool thing, I think, and the story, my story leads into this, right? Because people watching this and hearing where I am now doing video full time, where before I used to be an internet marketer full time, you know, making over $10,000 per month easily, just doing whatever I wanted to, basically traveling the world. And I think the coolest thing about what we do now is, my main message and what I want to get out to, I want to be on these types of calls, and I want to share with the world is, look, affiliate marketing is the place to find a skill set. Number one, give yourself a place to start generating more income to free yourself of time. And now you have more time. Let's say you can quit your job. Great. Now you have an extra 8 hours a day. What do you want to spend those 8 hours doing? And I think a really important message with internet marketing, what we're doing here with affiliate marketing, entrepreneurship in general, is, can we use this platform right here? What we're doing here as far as a community within GAZ, and as far as, you know, people doing something online, can we use this as a platform as far as to free ourselves from our job, give ourselves more time, and to find what it is that we love to do, something we would do for free, something I would pay someone to do. You know, like, for example, like, sometimes I laugh, I'm like, people are paying me to do video. Like, I would pay someone just to fucking do a video, you know, like, really, that's how much I love it. Internet marketing was my way to find that. And I find that there's so many people within the industry that have passions that they want to do full time. And there's no better place, literally, there's no better place in order to give yourself the time freedom to explore that. Like, we're talking about getting paid more than your full-time job, doing this part-time, to give yourself the time freedom to explore your passions and bring that passion to a part where you start getting paid for it, you know. And now you're laughing, you know, like, you're literally laughing like, Jesus, someone's paying me to go do this, and I love this, you know, and I'm going to do it good, and I'll do it till 6 a.m. because I fucking love it. And it's not a job. Like, no one could pay me enough to stay up till 6 a.m. for a job, but I do it all the time. My fiance was up till 7 a.m. last night editing her video because she loves it. You know, no one's paying her or making her do that. And I feel like what we're doing here, what, you know, this opportunity is right now, is giving people that start, you know, start creating an income, give themselves more time freedom, and explore what it is that they love to do, right? Because
100%, yeah. It's like Bex and I, like, when we started doing this kind of thing, because we want to help. Like, our passion is to help people, and this is kind of our platform to just put it out there to the world that, you know, we're having those conversations that normally people might not have, because they're always busy putting their best foot forward, say on Facebook or whatever. But we kind of want to, like, have the hard conversations, or the conversations that people aren't necessarily having, to let everybody know that, like, you might not be alone. You know what I mean?
right.
talking about all the real shit. So I just think this is the coolest. I feel so blessed to have found this
Well, you
community, this whole business, right? Like it opens you up to be able to do whatever, like you said, your passions, right? Like it's just mind blowing. I love it.
Absolutely. And like when we first started, like, oh, did we lose Paulette?
No, did you?
No. She's still there for me.
I'm here.
It was a bad Japanese movie again. I couldn't tell what was happening.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, don't worry.
I lost what I was thinking now.
Just keep going.
And these comments are great, by the way, guys. I'm just reading and going through some of these comments, and it's just, this is fantastic.
I can't hear her right now.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you fine. I can't hear her on my end.
Hear me at all?
Oh, there.
Yeah. Oh, she's back.
I'm still here.
There you are.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't even tell if your mouth is moving, so.
Hey, don't worry about it. Just look at Dakota. He's so pretty.
What I was going to say is it's really funny, like, when Paulette and I started this, like, I had just met Dakota, like, actually, no, we sort of met at Awaken, not really. And then just kind of in passing briefly at the end on the very last day, and then we got to spend a lot of time in New Mexico together. And he kind of challenged me at one point, like, start doing videos. So I started, like, playing around with stuff. And this is when I pull it, we really got into starting to make, like, do these go lives, because even just getting on camera was difficult because we worried so much about what other people were going to think.
Right.
And like, am I going to say the right thing? Am I going to mess up what I say? Like, how is that going to, what are people going to think of me?
Right.
Was a lot of the mindset, right? And when I found, like, I know when I watch your videos and I saw you in Toronto, there's just no caring, right? Like, there's like, you just shut it off. And when we started doing that, like, we stopped caring, like, of what other people were thinking. And we started talking about the hard subjects. And it's amazing, like, when you stop thinking about everyone else and what they're thinking about you, how it's just like, yeah, see, Carly, and you used to be so scared to do videos. Like, it's just amazing how you can just come into your own and really put stuff out there, and then people love that. But when you are timid, it's like
we need that in the world right now. We need that, and it's just like there's so much of, especially the social media, the way it's going. And interestingly enough, I watched this podcast with Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. Elon Musk, one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the world. You know what I mean? Like, we're talking innovating with PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla. And he was talking on, he's like, I literally think that Instagram is one of the most depressing platforms because we take it into account and everyone is posting the most amazing things. You know, like me today, here I am in Tulum. I'm only going to show you, like, the dopest part of the day. Right here it is. This is amazing. This is beautiful. And I think it's so refreshing to hear the other side, to hear the struggle, to hear the real story, or to hear just something truthfully, just to hear you being you, because we're surrounded in a world of people being like, you know, I went to Miami 3 months ago, but I'm going to post it today and, like, you know, show the world that I was there because my status kind of matters. And if you don't, at the end of the day, no one really cares, dude. No one really cares how you show up. You know, they'll forget about you in 3 days if you stop creating your content. But if you show up and you create a video and you shoot it because you just really want to share it, put it out there, I mean, yes, you're going to have people that disagree and people that are not going to like it. But I don't care because I'm not talking to them, you know. And I find that's been the biggest help for me is just like, bro, I'm not normal. You know, Rebecca, we got to hang out a little bit at you know, in New Mexico. And that was me behaved and calm. But normally, like, you know, we get to, like, hang out like we did that last day at the end. We kind of went out, we had a few drinks, and it's just like, I let loose, bro. Like, I'm not normal. And I got to a point where I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to share that. And I'm glad to see these comments that you guys agree and understand that, because at the end of the day, just be you. You know what I mean? Put that on camera. You do it. And it's so refreshing, you know, and there's going to be certain people like, oh, this person's out of their mind. Fuck them. Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not even talking to you, bro. Like, why are you even watching this?
The people that don't matter and the people that matter don't mind, right?
That was beautiful. Wow.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, cheers to that, guys. That was great. Cheers to that. Beautiful.
Can I just say how much I love your wine glass, Dakota?
Oh yeah, that's my. You know what? This
That's
is foolproof. That's what we call foolproof. You can drop this 3 times, doesn't break.
Bex, we need to get on that shit.
My fiance does me really well. She gives me the plastic shit. She sticks with the. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Cheers to everyone watching this right now. Cheers to you guys, whether it's water or wine, whatever you got. Cheers, guys. I'm really grateful you guys are watching this, and I hope you pull some value. Let us know in the comments if you guys are liking the direction, what we're talking about, just kind of hanging out in general would be great. And I'll cheers to that again.
You know, I had a question for you, Dakota, just on this was when you first got into all of this, and were you always interested in video creation and that type of thing? Was that always like a passion of yours, or was it something else you sort of fell into that?
It's definitely what intrigued me for sure. From video number 1, that first one that went viral and kind of launched my first internet success, I guess you could say. I loved it from that day and before. So if you go to my YouTube, Dakota Mclearn, Dakota MC Learn, you'll find old videos there, and I've just loved it. Even when no one was paying me or doing anything for it, or they even weren't like driving sales for my business, I just do them, and I loved it. I loved it, and that was a sign. I did the values training actually. I don't know if you guys have done it. Have you guys done the values training?
Yeah.
Have you done it, Paulette?
Oh.
It's amazing. So
Aaron's values training?
Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did.
So basically what came to at the end of the values training, I did this one training, guys, and for those of you who haven't heard it, cheers, by the way, Brian. I just seen that comment. Cheers. I think after you do the values training, so many things become clear. And I did this video and this training called the values training. And basically at the end of it, I walked out understanding that number 1 value was creative expression. Number 2 was my love and relationship with my fiance. And number 3 was my friendships and my close circle. But yet here I am, I'm looking past in the last 5 years, and this was a few years ago when I did this, and there's a lot in the story we haven't talked about, but at one point I had a social media company in Colombia. I'm running this office. We had 7 employees. We ended up raising $700,000 in investor capital. We're doing this whole big thing. You know, I'm like a founder of this company, and I'm like, holy shit, doing all this stuff. And like all this, the more successful I thought I was getting, the more stressed I was. And then I did this thing called the values training, and I realized I'm like, fuck. Value number 1 is creating video, you know, and I look back, I'm like, well, it makes sense why I stayed up till 6 a.m. all these nights. The videos were shit, you know what I mean? I was just starting. And by the way, for all you who are just starting your videos and you look at it and you're like, this isn't perfect, it never will be perfect. And it never will be, I'm telling you. And I'm looking at these videos and like, you know, they're not that good, but I'm starting and I love it. And I'm staying up till 6 a.m. But yet the way I'm acting, the way I'm showing up in my life is business, money, you know, money, business, money. But I'm like, the more I'm getting that, the less I'm happy. What are my values? And I realized values is video, values is creative expression, values is your fiance. So what if, and I asked myself, what if I moved to Colombia, I stayed with my fiance full time, and I just did video full time? What would life look like? And here I am now, and I've never been so happy, you know, and still part-time, still drive sales from affiliate marketing and internet marketing from communities like Jay-Z and different products. And it's amazing. But when you start acting from that place of what's your highest value and you do just that, you know, it's.
And the thing is too, that it's like, it comes across in your stuff, right? Like when we watch your videos, it's so inspiring. Cause I'm like, for me, that's one of the things I aspire to be able to do better. But I've had this like mental block forever to be like, I think I made my very first InShot video like last week about me making banana bread.
Nice.
And that sounds, it's taken me a year to even just do that. But I did watch your values training, by the way, because you said it doesn't matter. It's when you start, it's going to be shitty no matter what. Who cares? Everyone starts, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not about that. What I love about that is Julian told me this, actually. I love this quote from Julian. Obviously it came from somewhere else, but every level has its devil. You know what I mean? So it's like you not wanting to do a video right now for, say, someone watching this, like, oh, I'm not ready to do my first video. It's like you not wanting to do a video right now, the anxiety, the stress that you feel even to go out there and do that. I'm telling you, you're going to feel the exact same thing when you're a pro video guy and you're ready to take it to the next level. No matter what, that's always going to be there. So it's about doing it now, taking that action now, because the only way to even get to what you're thinking about is by starting and doing it now. And I'll tell you guys, no matter what video I've ever done, I look at it, I'm like, fuck, man, it's not even close to what I thought. It could be so much better, you know? And that's
and we're all going like, oh my God, that was so cool.
And so exactly, right? So who else on this call right now is holding themselves back and holding the world, you know, like you're literally doing a disservice to the world by not putting out your message. Because who, you know, someone's going to watch that and be like, fuck, this was amazing. And even worried this whole time of being like, I don't know if it's going to be good. You know, is my hair okay? Do I sound stupid? You know, like, who gives a fuck? Like, I don't care, you know?
It's so funny whenever Kent and I now are doing, like, we haven't done videos together, but like he'll shoot a video on his own, and then I'll shoot one on my own or something. And in the back of our heads, we're just like, oh, it's not good enough. He's like, yeah, but Dakota, he'd say that even if it's not perfect.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Cheers to that little Dakota voice in the back of our heads telling us to do it anyway.
Yeah. That's awesome. Kent.
Cheers.
That's awesome, bro. I love that. Cheers, guys. I'll cheers to that for sure. Great. Do it anyway, guys. And that's the one thing. Again, if I came on to this call just to say this, shoot everything. Even if you have no plans to edit, do a video, you don't know anything even about editing videos, shoot it all. Like, shoot everything. The first time, you know, that your son is like jumping into a pool or doing something, or like the first time he's doing something, you know what I mean? Video it, even with no intentions. Video your meal, video this. And because I swear to God, guys, I've seen it. It's happened to me more and more. There's stories to tell, and you never know where you're going to be in 5 years, hoping to look back and be like, look, I'm telling you, this is where I used to be. This is what I used to be talking about. Like, declaration videos, one of the biggest things ever. The reason that one video that I did that really blew up was because I had a declaration video from months before. And I said in the video, oh, sorry, I just had a wine burp.
Cheers to wine burps.
Yeah, cheers to wine burps, guys. I looked at the camera and I'm like yelling at the camera. And this is, again, a 19-year-old with no understanding what internet marketing is, no idea on how to make money. And I'm yelling at the camera and I'm saying, I'm telling you, I'm going to live in Thailand. I'm going to live in Costa Rica. I'm going to live somewhere, but it won't be Canada. And I'm going to do it, you know, at this date. Shoot those videos, guys. Like, even if you have no intentions of putting them out, and I suggest that you do put them out, because literally you're going to put something out there in the world and be able to have something to reflect on and be like, told ya, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't just wake up here. And that's a big concession from a lot of people that see anyone making money online. They go, oh, he's always been there. Always been rich, or he always has known how to do this. Oh, look at that. Paulette with a new camera angle, looking good.
It's because my iPad's died, so I had to plug it in.
I like it.
Sorry, I don't want to lose you guys in the middle of it. That's what happened on our last live with Jang, is that I just magically disappeared, and I was like, no!
Oh, no. Yeah, I pulled the magic trick. Do Paulette.
Yeah. Technical difficulties. We're all good.
That's perfect. What are you guys thinking so far? How are you digging this this wine? I keep on calling it Wine Wednesday. That's why I was confused. I thought it was tomorrow.
I know. I was like, I tell him it was on Wednesday, and I like went back. I was like, oh my gosh, because I'm traveling tomorrow. I was like, I can't do it on Wednesday.
Yeah, no, I was like, shit, man. I was like, but it makes sense. I was talking to people yesterday. I'm like, it must be a Wine Wednesday because it wouldn't make sense to do a Wine Tuesday.
I think eventually we'll probably get to a Wine Wednesday, but with Paulette's kids' schedules, my shift work Tuesday was like the bee's knees for us. It was like we
could rebrand this and call it Tinto Tuesdays, which is red wine Tuesdays in Spanish. Just saying.
Oh my God.
Tinto,
okay.
Yeah.
That is.
Just throwing it out there. Not looking to take credit. You know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think in the comments of that. Yeah.
So, okay. Tinto? Is that right?
Yeah, Tinto. Tinto. Tinto Tuesdays. Yeah, and that's red wine. Tinto stands for This is Vino Tinto. Then there's Vino Rosé and Vino Blanco.
Oh,
Red,
nice.
white.
It sounds way better when you say it.
Yeah. Tinto Tuesdays. Yeah.
I just wrote that down, just so we know.
I love it. Yeah, just as a suggestion. Again, even if it's just when I come, to do a guest feature again next time, and invite you back, and we'll do a special Tinto Tuesday featuring Dakota.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to crush some wine.
Yes. So we have a question for you, Dakota.
Please.
Were you really always this outgoing? Like, was there a point in time, because Bex and I have always struggled, I have personally struggled a lot with self-limiting beliefs. And in the beginning, when I first started this, I was not all about the lives, the Facebook
Right.
Live. Just because I was paralyzed in fear of what other people would think. And
I don't blame you. A lot of people out there.
yeah, so we just kind of wanted to know, like, from your perspective, how did you deal with that, or were you always just comfortable doing it?
Oh, that's a great question. I've always been great personally with my friends. But it hasn't been the same thing, let's say, with outside people. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until that same event I told you after the weekend of catching my stepfather, doing certain things that weren't within my values. Basically, I decided to fully change, and I went to this event, and Cameron took me to this event, and like we're talking, this is in his eyes, a very cheesy event. Like this is nothing to do with internet marketing, nothing to do with like a straight business online at all. It's just to do with mentality and being a millionaire. So I go to this event, and he's worried. He's like, bro, this guy's gonna think I'm fucking crazy. Like, this is a weird event. He goes to the bathroom, he comes back, and I'm fucking on stage. And I'm just clapping. I'm standing on stage. Like every lunch break, they're like, come on stage. And they're like, for those of you that are nervous, make this your moment and get up and just like get up there in front of everyone and clap. And for me, that was a big moment to get up and release. And I think since then, I've been open to being a new person. It's like at any point, guys, at any point in your life, you can hit restart and be someone different tomorrow. And the more I get into this, the more I realize that you can be anyone. You know what I mean? And it's literally about how you want to show up, how you want to do things, and the way I used to be. And if I can be completely open, can I be open and honest here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I used to be a full-on crazy stoner that wouldn't talk to anyone other than my friends. Right? And that's just the truth. I was like, oh, and just like do my thing. I'm like the typical stoner, do my thing. And then when I got into entrepreneurship and I got myself into something that gave me the opportunity to push myself outside of my comfort. Right? It was like, here's the opportunity. Are you going to do it? And something clicked and it said, fuck it. If I do it here, how are they going to know that I'm not even like that? Maybe I'm just going to do that. And they're going to be like, oh, he's just a funny, guy. He gets up and he does it. And I just feel like, and now when I look back and in retrospect, it's like, bro, any day we have that opportunity, any day we want to wake up tomorrow and we're like, I'm personable today. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just going to do a fucking video. I'm like, whoa, where did Paulette come from? Like, who is this Paulette? Oh my God. It turns out I just decided last night to become this, and I did it. And 2 weeks down the road, they're only going to know you as that Paulette, as that person that's always doing that. So I think if that makes sense, that's kind of the way it happened for me. It wasn't always like that. I've always been open to it, but I wasn't always like this. And now it's like, you can't stop me, bro. Like we go to a bar and I'm just like, or we go to anywhere and I'm like, let's talk to this person. Hey, what's up? This person's interesting. Hey, what's up? Like I'm always open now, and I'll, just be myself, I guess, on social media, because I realized it's almost like getting a second chance, but you get a second chance every day, and you get a second chance to be whoever you want to be that day.
And that's what people want to see, right? They want to see the real you. And like, I know for Bex and I this weekend even, so we just came back from a weekend in Kelowna. We had Aaron and Carly did a mastermind. And it was just, people were coming up to the both of us, Bex and I, right, and saying, and people that we didn't even realize that were watching us.
Wow, like, so right.
Haven't been on live with us, or, we didn't realize it. And they would come up to us and hug us and be like, oh my God, you guys, I love watching what you guys are saying. And we were just kind of like, like, huh?
One girl came up to me at the beginning, and she's like, "You're Becs," and I was like, "We
Right.
Like, it was crazy. It was crazy. I think it's so Paulette. She's crying.
No, I'm not.
I think it's important with like what you said about like who we are. We can change that in an instant. Like saying that, like I think it's really cool. Like this weekend, I got to reconnect with a friend from like when we were really little, and we from like 5 years old, we had been best friends until about 8th grade, and we went completely different directions. And actually, you know her, Dakota, quite well, and we went completely different directions. And I think it's so important because we've now reconnected. We saw each other for the first time in over 10 years.
Yeah.
Weekend.
And I know her as well.
Yeah. And it was like an instant connection. And it was like as if there was just so much love still there, as if we still knew each other from when we were little. And we went down completely different paths in life. In high school, things can get cliquey, things can get mean and stuff, right? We were never like that to each other, but we were in the groups that didn't necessarily always get along.
Right.
Right. And we didn't talk. I don't even think we talked at graduation.
Right. And now what is it? Right?
And it didn't even matter. It was just like instant love again for each other. Like I actually just went through my photos because I'm at my parents' house right now, and I found a picture of us when we were 5 years old.
Oh, no way.
Like we're born like, yeah, it's just crazy. Anyways, it's Kamei.
Oh, wow. No way.
Yeah, I know. I was just spending the day with her in Jeff.
My God.
I was saying what was going on, and she was like, "Oh my God, we went to Mexico with Dakota," and I was like, "Shut up."
Wow, what a small world! My God.
I know, it was crazy, but like that's what's so important to know here is that you can make changes and do those things, and there are like second chances, and you can still be the person you want to be, or the person that maybe you used to be. Yeah. Right? Like things can change.
Right. Oh, 100%. Change happens in a moment. I did an amazing video about that with Cameron actually last year in Cayman Islands, and the video premise was that change happens in a moment. You may not see it; it may not happen in front of you, but the change has already happened. If you decide to become a millionaire right now, that's done. You know what I mean? You've already done it. Are you going to continue the actions and continue to be a millionaire until reality catches up with you? That's the way I like to look at it. I feel like reality is like it's like being on a really bad FaceTime. There's like a lag time, right? You say something, and it takes a little bit for it to get there, and then you're talking with the other person. But it's like creating almost has that same lag time into what you want to create in life. And if you want to become that now, you say it, you do it, you become that person. Give that lag time its time, and the next thing you know, it's coming on the other end, and here you are, and then you're that person.
Can we cheers to that?
Yeah, that's actually probably the best cheers we've done all night. Yep. You have to be it before you see it, right? Same thing they say. You gotta believe it. Yeah.
Oh, Becs is on. Oh, shit's getting real.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I might as well refill too then.
There's no.
I had lunch. Actually, today we met it's so cool with what we found in our community, like of people online, like how we've met everybody. Like we reached out to a guy. We found out he lives in Campbell River, and that's where I am. This is where I grew up, and I'm visiting family. And we just reached out to him, never met him. We just saw actually in a little chat that he was looking to go to the event from Campbell River, but wasn't able to make it. And Kent and I were like, "Who was that?" And he's like, "I think it was this person." Message him, and I messaged him, and we went for lunch with him today. And he did his first go live with us.
Oh, wow.
Like getting out of your comfort zone and doing those things. And that's what's so cool about, like, I think our community is like all the support and like just getting to take that next step, right? Like we have that much support with everybody, and it's just so cool.
You are supported here. You are very well supported, and it's just like, do what it is that you want to do. You know what I mean? It's time to create your dream, trying to create your life, and everyone's about supporting that. And it's so hard to understand until you've gone to an event, until you've literally spent a few days with this caliber of people. Not to point fingers, say names, or brag or anything, but these two right here, right, Rebecca and Paulette, hanging out with these two just for a day. It's a refresher from the norm of reality. and going to an event, you're only surrounded by just such an epic caliber of people, right?
Stop
Okay,
it.
cheers to that then, guys. Cheers to that. Cheers again. I feel like I'm the only one cheersing the actual webcam.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, are you cheersing the? Okay.
Yeah, well, that's how you would traditionally cheers digitally, is you cheers the webcam like this.
We're learning so much from you.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done that, but we will. Oh, and you get to see
Oh,
it
why
first.
not? You cheered us one glass.
Love it.
That's beautiful. ¿Quieres saludar, bebé? Yeah?
Does
Okay.
anybody have any?
He wants to say hi really quick, but it's going to be really quick. It's on
I
the
love it.
Bebé, venga. Oh, okay, well, she's kind of exposed. We just came back from the beach again, so she's in a bikini, but here she is. It's my fiance. Give us something in Spanish, beautiful. Give us a Spanish line, please.
Yeah.
Hola, hermosas, ¿cómo están?
Hola. Muy bien. Gracias.
¡Qué hermosas!
I have no idea what else I'd have to say.
She said how beautiful she's going. She said how you doing, beautiful?
Oh, you're
And then
fabulous.
how beautiful.
Oh, this is so awesome. I'm so glad.
That's the cool thing. Again, like touching back to that, it goes full circle. Once you get involved with internet marketing, you start affiliate marketing, and once you start generating income, start exploring the things that you love to do. And maybe you're passionate and you want to continue that and keep doing it and do it because you're gonna make a lot of money doing it. But at the same time, it's like for me and my fiance, it's nonstop. We travel. You know what I mean? Film, Europe, and all of a sudden over here, Colombia, the States, Canada. It's been nonstop, and that's what we love to do. And if it wasn't for the premise, this community, everything that we're doing here, this wouldn't even be a reality. And every day, I'm like, when I do the magic, the gratitude, just like it comes up every day for sure. You know, whether I'm looking at my camera equipment or looking at my fiance and being like, I'm so grateful for having a partner who's willing to go and shoot. I'm so grateful for the life that allows me to do what I love every day. You know, there it is. Oh, the magic. Yes.
Mine's sitting next to my bed in the other room. Like it's such an important daily practice. And Paulette and I've talked about it many times before, but this is just proof. Like there was no like, oh, mention the magic. Like there was none of that. Like this is just a daily practice that so many of us are doing because it literally just that book alone. Even if you're interested in starting online marketing, it really helps you harness and find something. Like, I'm grateful for what I already do have.
Definitely.
Instead of
I love you.
I want, I need. It's like I have everything I need.
Literally. Yep.
Yeah. I love gifting it. I gift it to all kinds of people all the time because I just think it's such a gift.
Right?
I just
start doing it.
And I'm so excited.
It's funny you say that. My copy's in Barcelona right now. Like I have a copy in Barcelona. I've met someone in Colombia and great guy. And I was like, bro, what you need right now is like, you need to read this book. And he read it. He loved it. And then he left and he went to Barcelona. He's got my book. So I got to get another one. And I've separated with so many copies. Like I've given out, same thing. Gifting it is like, if they'll actually read it, if they'll go through it, which I've gifted it, obviously, to my fiance and a lot of people in Colombia, which in Spanish it's called La Magia. And La Magia. So then the magic, it's called La Magia. Same thing.
But it's in other languages.
What's that?
I love that it's in other languages. I didn't know if it was.
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah, it's fully pressed. And I buy, every time I see it in a store in Spanish, I buy several copies. And anytime I'm hanging out with anyone who does video, influencer marketing, I work with a lot of different like influencer celebrities in Colombia. And anytime I meet them, I'm like, okay, look, read this book. And I've had several being like, oh my God, that was just, and they're not in internet marketing, entrepreneurship at all. And they're like, that was one of the biggest, changes of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can we have a cheers to the magic?
Cheers to the magic, guys.
I'm going to do it right this time.
Cheers to the magic.
Yes, there it is. I haven't heard the clink.
For all you people out there who don't have it yet, Rhonda Byrne, The Magic, is the book that we're talking about. It's a 28-day gratitude practice, and it will change your life. Just saying.
It will change.
You know what? I think maybe on one of these upcoming lives that we do, Paulette, I don't know, I think I'm just going to throw this out there, that maybe we should do a giveaway. with a
idea.
a wine glass and a magic book. I think I don't know how we're gonna do the giveaway yet, but you guys are gonna have to stay tuned and just.
I love that, definitely. Yes, because I'm seeing here in the comments too. Yeah, Chris, get it. You're gonna love it. Mandy, I can't wait for you to get the book because it's incredible. It's amazing. I got my first copy. The funny way that the magic actually became to be part of the community is I found it in an airport in Bangkok. And I picked it up and I looked at it and I'm like, oh, cool book. I look at it, I'm like, I put it down and I walked back and I sat there in front of my flight. And then I went back again. I'm like, I need to get this book. Something about it. I'm going to get it. So I bought it and then I started reading it. It was amazing. And I got to the day of being sick. And I brought it to Cam. One day we were in Thailand. He's really sick. And I brought it to him. I'm like, here it is, day 5 or day 6. I forget what day it is. I'm like, here it is. Read this. And he reads it. He comes out and he's like, bro, I just shifted. Like, it was like, wow. Like, oh my God. Like, what a different way of looking at health. And he was immediately grateful for the health that he had and everything that he had. And since then, it became a part of the curriculum, a part of the book and everything that we've shared. From, you know what I mean? Something that just stood out and spoke to. And again, nothing happens without reason. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I always listen.
Isn't it just crazy the ripple effect that can happen in all of this?
It's nuts. It's insane, right? The ripple effect just in our life, one decision, right? You look back and you're like, how am I here? Yeah, it was that one decision. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's wild. Here's to that, because look at where we are now. And I know for Paulette and I, 1 year ago, this is like massive changes. And looking back and hearing your story, Dakota, like cheers to that, because look at the positive things that can happen by just making one change in life.
And it happens quick, guys. It happens quick. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, my friends.
Everyone watching this too, you'll notice there's more and more cheers as we go through this because it seems like
Fill up again a little quicker than.
This is the best show I've ever been.
Yeah.
Does anybody out there, we've got quite a few viewers on right now, have any questions for Dakota? Like, or even Paulette and I, like any questions, or are you guys loving this? Let us know, because
any questions on the board at all, like just anything. Like, you're catching me in a very good key moment right now. Like, I've had a few wines, you know what I mean? You could ask me anything. I'll probably tell you the truth, right?
I have a question.
I am going to hold you to sharing the birthday story at some point tonight.
Okay, yeah, we can do that. We can end with that, actually. That'd be great.
Yes, I think it's hilarious.
I do have a question, though. Can I ask a question? Okay, so, Dakota, I'm a little bit of a fangirl myself of you because I just love your videos and they make me so excited. So, tell us about this travel block thing you're doing.
Travel block?
Yeah.
So Travel Block, a very interesting company. They're basically a crypto company that's providing a solution to travel. So, for example, I went to Europe and I was able to book a hotel for, I think it was 6% discount of the cost that you could find on Expedia or anywhere else. And that was simply because what they do is they go, hold on, how does it work again? How do they get the fucking discounts? They get crazy discounts because I can't remember. I just know they saved me a bunch of money on all my travels, and it's one of my right now. How do they do it? It's something crazy. That's so basically here it is. Here it is. I got it. Yeah, cheers.
Cheers to Google.
So get this. So what they do is Travel Block. What they do is they aggregate everything that we find online, all the costs and all the resorts, all the hotels and everything.
Yeah.
And instead of showing you the price that you would be able to find online, they show you what is called a private consumer group pricing. And the only reason that's legal, so for example, when internet started and the first online travel agent was created, they established an agreement called OTA agreement, Online Travel Agent Agreement. Yeah. And that basically states saying legally the resort cannot sell for less than what Expedia sells for. Because it wouldn't make sense booking with Expedia if you can book for cheaper with a hotel, right?
Yeah.
So what they did was, okay, and it was great for Expedia, which, by the way, Expedia is a monopoly. They own almost all travel websites, almost everything. They own everything. So if you book from Kayak, Booking.com, any of these places, it's almost all owned from the same person. So they control the prices. So here it is. This is the way you get discounts. A hotel right here in Mexico, where I'm right now, a half hour away from me, let's say, in Vidanta, which is one of the best resorts in all of Mexico. Vidanta right now has 100 empty rooms. And they would give you that room tonight, Paulette, for $100 because they don't want to lose it. It'd be zero money if you don't come there. But they can't legally market that themselves. They can't legally put that out there for $100 because Expedia is selling it for $200. So basically, it becomes this supply and demand thing, and it's this weird agreement. So they've gotten around it by saying we are a private consumer group, meaning back in the day, you used to be able to pay a big membership, or you'd pay a big amount of money, or you buy a timeshare or something. You put down a lot of money basically and be like, all right, now I'm a private consumer, and now I can get discount prices. So this platform is literally a platform providing discount rates to travel like you were an employee of Ford. Ford employee would be able to travel around the world and stay for so cheap because Ford has worked out a direct deal with all these resorts and places to say, if you have an empty room, we'll fill it for this much. You're not losing any money, but you're not gaining anything. And that's what they're looking for because the biggest cost for a hotel is an empty room. So they're basically just filling empty rooms. And it's been great. Like working with them has been great because they're, I'll be like, okay, we want to go to Europe. We'll go for a week. We'll stay at some of their hotels and book and just kind of tell the story of what it's like to work with their platform. Absolutely amazing platform. I totally recommend it. It only works right now, though, if you guys are already working with cryptocurrency. So if you have Ethereum, if you have, hey, what's up, Brimo? Oh, shit, I just seen Brimo's comment there.
I saw that pop up. I was like, ah!
Brimo, what's up? But yeah, totally recommend it. I definitely recommend it, Paulette. If you're looking to book something, just hit me up, and I can either connect with them directly, or I'll tell you how to do it. But right now, it's kind of exclusive for the people who have like crypto and like are investing in the company.
Awesome. I just loved your videos that you made for it, so I was intrigued as to what you were doing. So that's awesome.
Yeah, they're great.
Dakota, you should tell us, or you should tell the folks out there, because I know a lot of people that are in our affiliate marketing business obviously know who you are, but for those people who don't, how can they go look at your stuff?
Well, thank you for that. You're so kind. I'd love to share that actually because I'd love for you guys to watch my videos, follow me, check it out. So please do. It's all my name, Dakota like the state, and then MC Learn, which is McLaren. So you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, Dakota Mclearn, MC Learn, Facebook. And thank you so much for that, by the way, because, yeah, I do. I love what I do. I love sharing videos, and I love getting that feedback, Paulette, of just someone watching a video, feeling something, being inspired by it. It's for me, it's just amazing. So
if you check his stuff out, give yourself some time because honestly, you're gonna watch one, and then you're gonna watch two, and then you're gonna watch three, and then you're gonna watch four. You're not gonna stop until you're like, oh my gosh, I'm late for my appointment or wherever I need to be because the videos are amazing, you guys. Like the stuff he creates is like incredible. Like I was actually watching one that you did on Awaken the other day to show my brother, and like. I just can't stop watching them. I can't even tell you how many times I've watched that video and it still gets me jacked every single time.
Right. Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.
You are
extremely amazing
and extremely inspiring. I just need you to know that because, I just, you get a feeling when you watch something and it just inspires you greatly. I love what you do, Dakota, and I'm super proud of you. And we're so grateful that you chose to come on our show because.
Oh my God, man! Watch out, because if you invite me back, I'll be back here every week.
Oh my God!
Hey, we can get 4 people on here. We can find out how we can do 4 people.
Yeah. Consider it done. Like I would be on here every week, just hanging out, drinking wine, talking. I love it.
Right?
You're filling all the empty spots there, brother.
Amazing format. You guys have done great.
Cheers to that. Thank you.
Cheers to that, ladies. Well done. Oh, and thank you guys for the comments as well. I really appreciate that.
Cool. Okay, well, I think we're about ready to wrap up here. Okay?
I think we need to finish on one note here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, right. Tell us.
Only if you want to share it. You don't have to share it because that was a pretty
No, we can share it.
hilarious.
Yeah. So we're talking the fake birthday, right?
Oh my gosh.
So we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rebecca and I, we go to one of the most amazing self-development events we've ever been to. 7 days. No, was it 7 or 8? 7 or 8 days?
It's 7.
7 days. 7 days of the most intensive personal development I've ever done. And fuck, it was amazing. And so what do we do after? We want to celebrate. So we go out, get a nice bite to eat, get a few drinks. And then all of a sudden, I just hear, Feliz cumpleaños a ti. Right? They're like, that's Spanish for happy birthday. They're singing happy birthday. And they come like, happy birthday to you. And they're clapping. I'm like, oh, who's the birthday? Like, who's this for? It's for me. You know what I mean? Like, this fucking whole birthday goes up for me. Big presentation. People are clapping. People are singing. You know, so what do? I go along with it. I'm like, yay, it's my birthday. Like, my birthday's in December. You know what I mean? December 26th, the day after Christmas. Like, you can't forget that. But here I am in April. Sorry, another wine burp. In April, receiving my birthday cake and everything, and ended up taking the cake to the face and did the whole thing. And man, I ended up finding out it was Jang's plan. And for those who don't know him, yeah, Matthew Jang decided it was my birthday that night and told the restaurant it's my birthday. And they came out with the full show, the full charade. It was the most amazing birthday I've ever had in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It was like the wildest thing to watch because we're all sitting there and everybody at the table is so confused except for Matthew. And we're all, and then everyone's set up with their cameras. And all of a sudden they start doing this and Dakota's like, oh yeah, happy birthday. Oh yeah, it's my birthday. Like literally the flick of the switch was like instantaneous, going from like fangirl to someone else to like, yeah, this is mine. And like, honestly,
this happened?
Yes, I actually thought it was your birthday at one point.
I usually pull this shit on everyone else. I'm usually the guy making this shit happen to everyone else. So anytime we go somewhere, it's someone's birthday and something's happening. And so I think
the restaurant ever knew.
I think it was Jackie. Look, Todd Campbell, the man himself.
Oh, Todd!
We were just talking about you, Todd. We were just talking about you.
Video footage of this. I want to know. Does anybody have video?
Oh, we definitely have video footage and photos. I think my whole face got buried in the cake or whatever.
What's feeling is like we thought like this was over. It was like, oh my gosh, okay, everything's done. So I think myself and him, we went to the washroom. We come back out, and the whole restaurant is like uproared. Everybody's up on this stage. Their arms are around each other, legs are going in unison, like woo, and they're all singing "Happy Birthday" to Dakota. And like it was.
It was the most amazing birthday I've ever had in August in Albuquerque. So by the way, yeah, I think that was a great way to end it and a great story because I definitely recommend it. Guys, anywhere you go to, any restaurant, just remember they're going to treat you special if it's your birthday.
Yeah.
You can pull a prank on someone. For example, if I went out to breakfast even with Paulette, I would say it's her birthday and they'd come out with an eggs Benedict with a candle and start singing. And it's a great prank. Definitely pull it.
I just have a new life goal. I really want to go to breakfast for a fake birthday with Dakota.
Right? Who does breakfast? Can we make that? We're doing dinner parties.
Okay, we're going to make this happen. This is going to happen at one of the events or wherever we all are at the next place together. We have to do this.
Definitely.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This has been so awesome, Dakota.
Final cheers.
One final cheers to everyone else. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight and partaking in this awesome conversation with Dakota. We are super grateful that you've come out and spent a little bit of your evening with us. Becs and I are in your debt, my friend.
Yes.
Oh my
goodness. So good to see your face and just get to chat and hang out again.
You guys are amazing. You're beautiful. I love you guys so much. I love what you guys are doing, and if you ever need anyone to come on and share something, I will be the first to recommend to be here. Like, this is amazing. And if you ever need anyone to come back, please, I'm like volunteer number one.
We will take on that for sure, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, so Becs, where is our outgoing music here?
Oh gosh, see, one of these days I will be on top of this, We will figure something out. And
Hey, Kent, I just seen your comment, bro, by the way. Yes, we all came together in Albuquerque, New Mexico, of all places, for my birthday. Thank you for being there, Kent.
it was amazing. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. We love you all.
Love you guys.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on. And so wait, just to double clarify, we're hanging out after this and drinking wine, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool. So like we're cutting the live, then it's just us three.
Yeah.